Good evening. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel. As I continue on the part series on the week that was college football history and review, the 1953 college football season. Now I'll be talking about and going over the recap of the games that were played during week 8 of the 1953 season, November 7th, 1953. This is now week 8. Army beat North Carolina State by a score of 27-7 as Army coach Earl Blake experimented by starting his second unit. They played much of first quarter. On the upside was in Don Hollider's 59-yard touchdown bomb reception from starting quarterback Pete Van. Downside was revealed by poor punt coverage. North Carolina State quarterback Eddie West took Army halfback punter Dick Ziegler's boot, slipped 2 tackles, and sped 68 yards to touchdown return. Cadets fullback Jerry Lodge ran 33 yards to set up his own short touchdown run in the second quarter. So Army led 13-7 at halftime. West twice hit receivers inside the Army 5-yard line, but both passes were dropped, helping to keep third quarter scoreless. Black Knights offense, which rolled up 458 yards, persistently plowed ahead, finally scoring fourth quarter touchdowns on runs by Lodge and Van. Next, Navy and Duke met up in Norfolk, but both teams could not score against each other as it resulted in a tie, 0-0. Through biting wind and slick mud, Navy won offensive stat battle, 169 yards to 78 yards to little purpose. Duke was sunk when officials erroneously allowed the Devils only 3 downs from Navy 16-yard line in third quarter. Midshipman quarterback George Welsh got a game's only concerted drive in fourth quarter, but Duke quarterback defensive back Jerry Barger made game-saving interception at own 1-yard line. So later, Blue Devils in Howard Pitt blocked punt at Navy 32-yard line. But Meady's halfback defensive back Phil Monahan quickly countered with interception at 14-yard line. West Virginia beat Virginia Tech 12-7 in Bluefield, West Virginia. The Southern Conference repeating its ban on bowl Sugar Bowl invitation was very much in conversation around unbeaten West Virginia, despite being pushed up and down frozen field to tune of game in 125 yards to 60 yards on offensive disadvantage. Virginia Tech enjoying 7-0 halftime edge looked as though it might pull a huge upset. Goblins end defensive end Roger Sivers recovered, falling to West Virginia University halfback Teddy Anderson at West Virginia University 15-yard line late in the second quarter and soon drew pass interference penalty in end zone to place ball at the West Virginia University 1-yard line. Mountaineers end defensive end Joe Papetti knocked Tech quarterback Jackie Williams back to the 9-yard line, but Williams beat halftime clock. Pitching touchdown pass to halfback Billy Anderson at the Maltese stop early third quarter threat. Quarterback Freddie Wyans 44-yard rocket to end Bill Marker set up 1-yard touchdown blast by fullback Tommy Allman, who had 139 yards rushing on 22 carries, 2 touchdowns. Halfback kicker Jack Stone's conversion was blocked, so Virginia Tech held 7-6 lead early in the fourth quarter. Allman broke loose for 40-yard touchdown to clinch it for West Virginia. Next, Tennessee beat Louisiana State 32-14. Tennessee Volunteers welcomed LSU to chilly Knoxville and gave up early touchdown thanks to Tigers quarterback punter Al Doggett's expert pair of plays. Doggett punted out of bounds at Tennessee 4-yard line, took return punt at Volunteers 33-yard line and scored the 5-yard line. Halfback Chuck Johns scored 2 plays later for 7-0 lead. Now, Tennessee discovered weakness in the LSU secondary and running passing threat. Tailback Jimmy Wade, who had 96 yards rushing on 15 carries and a touchdown run, was 2 for 5 for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. Hit wingback Jerry Hyde for touchdowns of 18 yards to come within 7-6 in the second quarter. 24 yards for a 20-7 edge in third quarter. Later in the third quarter, Volunteers backup took back Bobby Bringle capitalized on a short punt to strike quickly on 45-yard touchdown pass to end Roger Rotroff. Although Tigers tackle Sid Fournette made several big plays on defense, Tennessee blocking was superb and ran up 266 yards rushing. Volunteers defense also made 3 interceptions. Meanwhile, Florida beat Georgia 21-7 in Jacksonville, led by fullbacks Joe Brodsky, Bill Darren, Fred Kason. Florida established a reliable running attack early. Overall, they had 262 yards rushing and cashed in on 94-yard touchdown drive in the second quarter. It was climax when quarterback of the Gators and future coach Doug Dickey completed his only pass, 22-yard touchdown to end Jack O'Brien. Georgia quarterback Zeke Bukowski effectively hit 15 of 25 for 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But critical were dropped passes by Gene White and halfback Jimmy Williams deep in the Gators' territory in dying moments of second quarter. Kelsey threw interceptions to Gators quarterback defensive back Harry Spears, who returned it 27 yards to set up Brodsky's touchdown run for 14-0 lead. On the next series, Bukowski hit White for 10 yards, and Johnny Carson for 19 yards, and White for a touchdown. Bukowski soon was hurt in the third quarter, and his absence took away any chance Georgia had. Florida's Dickey wedged over for touchdown in the fourth quarter to wrap up the score. Shutout was performed by Mississippi Southern over Florida State, with superb tailback Hugh Pepper banged up. Mississippi Southern turned small fullback Bucky McElroy for key early game rushing yards. Halfback Jimmy Mixon scored on the last play of the first quarter to put Eagles up 7-0. Pepper joined McElroy to combine for 70 yards touchdown drive in the third quarter. Interception set up Southern's last touchdown, which McElroy scored from 1 yard line. Florida State fashioned 2 scoring bids in the fourth quarter, but each was stopped on downs by Mississippi Southern's burly defense. Michigan State beat Ohio State by a score 20-13. As tailback Leroy Bolden scored 3 touchdowns for Michigan State, including a 3-yard plunge in the first quarter with 7-0 lead. Buckeyes halfback Bobby Watkins powered over from 15-yard line in the second quarter, but in Bill Quinlan's conversion block left score at 7-6 in favor of the Spartans. Ohio State quarterback Dave Leggett narrowed score to 14-13 with 18-yard touchdown pass to end Tom Hague. Guard Ferris Hallmark made key block a Buckeyes full field goal that preserved 14-13 lead in the fourth quarter and throw Ohio's second surge to Spartans 20-yard line. Illinois beat Michigan 19-3 as Illinois creators of homecoming drew 71,119 to its alumni weekend as Big Ten leaders smacked Michigan for 4th year in a row. The Illini fumbled away ball on first 2 possessions at 15 and 29 yard lines, and once the Wolverines were able to cash in for quarterback kicker through Baldaki's full field goal, Illinois turned out to be so superior in ball control and defense that superlative halfback J.C. Caroline gained 184 yards on 30 carries on the ground, adding 66 yards punt returns, and personally rushed more times than Michigan. Caroline ran on 8 straight plays, then led to the first of 2 touchdowns by Mickey Bates, Illinois' other sophomore halfback, and Caroline joined guard Jan Smith in clearing blocks on Bates' touchdown. Drive went 95 yards on 17 plays in the second quarter, which came when Caroline fumbled ahead into Wolverines' end zone where Steve Nozek stood far ahead of tacklers to recover for touchdown. Bates added his 11th touchdown of the season on a power rush in third quarter for 19-3 lead. Michigan was limited to 29 carries for 65 yards rushing. Next, Oklahoma defeated Missouri 14-7, tied 7-7 in the second quarter thanks to 12-yard touchdown catch by N.P. Corkney on pass by Tigers quarterback Vic Eaton, pro rookie in 1955, who, because he could punt, would beat out Johnny Unitas for third-string quarterback spot for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Missouri lost chance at big upset early in the fourth quarter. From the Sooners' 17-yard line, Missouri's Eaton fired a pass to N. Hal Bernine, who was open in end zone. But Oklahoma halfback defensive back Larry Gregg came from nowhere to knock it down. So on fourth down, Missouri halfback kicker Ray Detrain missed field goal. Oklahoma then gathered itself, marched 80 yards in 16 grueling split T plays called by Smoky quarterback Gene Kalane. Halfback Bob Burris swung around right tackle for 12 yards to launch drive that eventually earned first down at Tigers' 3-yard line. So Mizzou stonewalled next 3 inside runs, but Kalames checked off at scrimmage line and flipped the pitch out for Greg, who had 108 yards rushing to score on a wide run on fourth down, his second touchdown of the game. Texas beat Baylor 21-20. Southwest Conference race fell into deadlock between Baylor and Texas as Longhorns guard kicker Phil Brent succeeded on all 3 of his conversion kicks. Longhorns and Carlton Massey blocked Bears tackle kicker Jim Ray Smith's first quarter conversion and hung like London 5 all day. Bears bobbled away 4 fumbles, 2 of which led to Texas scores. Halfback LG Long Gone Dupree tallied twice for Baylor, including 15-yard fourth quarter pass from quarterback Cotton Davidson, but for last extra point, Baylor never could catch up. Texas Tech beat Arizona 52-27. Now, enjoying one of its greatest seasons, Texas Tech struck for 568 yards of offense, 3 touchdowns early in each first and third quarters as Tech's split T attack sprung star halfback Bobby Cavazos, who had 169 yards rushing on 13 carries for touchdowns runs of 563, 22, and 2 yards. Red Raiders benefited greatly from following 23 miles per hour wind during their spurges, and Arizona did same, going 80 and 90 yards to pair of second quarter touchdowns. Wildcats halfback Kenny Cordella, nation's second leading ground gainer, limped off after quarterback Barry Beasley's touchdown sneak. Second quarter, but fullback Don Beasley and freshman tailback Art Lupino contributed well. Beasley scored on a 49-yard run in the second quarter. Lupino dashed 24 yards to set up touchdown in the fourth quarter. Leading only 20-13 at halftime, Raiders burst game apart in third quarter as quarterback Jack Kirkpatrick ran for 31-yard touchdown keeper and tossed 16-yard touchdown to halfback Don Lewis. Texas Tech standout defensive tackle Buddy Lewis plugged the middle, making 10 tackles. And finally, for Week 8, on November 7th, 1953, Southern California beat Stanford 23-20, the thermometer reaching 106 degrees on grass surface of LA Coliseum. Stanford quarterback Bobby Garrett turned hot in third quarter. He passed 7 for 7, 168 yards, and accounted for 2 touchdowns to earn 2020 tie. Garrett set PCC record for passing yards with his game-in 324 yards passing. Earlier, the Trojans had scored twice for touchdown run, and wingback Linden had scored twice for 27 lead. And tailback Aramis Dindor caught 22-yard pass to set up his 3-yard bounce to outside touchdown run, and wingback Lyndon Crow raced 52 yards for a touchdown pass off buck lateral pass from quarterback George Bazanik. It's game tied and 1:15 to go in the fourth quarter. The tables were turned because Garrett's last throw was picked off by USC defensive end Ron Miller, who charged 48 yards to the end's 20-yard line. So with 13 seconds left, Trojans' little guard kicker Sam Tsagalakis booted winning 38-yard field goal in late afternoon smog-induced gloom. Afterwards, Sad Sam talked of his Greek immigrant father attending the game. Dad was very happy about the winning kick, but he doesn't understand football very well. So that concludes a look at the week that was, Week 8 of the games that were played on November 7th, 1953. I was looking at the AP poll as of November 9th. Notre Dame was number 1, Maryland was number 2, Illinois was number 3, Michigan State was number 4, followed by Georgia Tech at number 5. The rest of the top 10 rounded out. Oklahoma at number 6, UCLA at number 7, West Virginia at number 8, number 9, Baylor at number 10, Texas. The rest of the top 20 had Mississippi at number 11, Southern California at number 12, Kentucky at number 13, Duke at number 14, Minnesota at number 15. Rice and Stanford tied for the number 16 spot, followed by number 18 Tennessee, number 19 Texas Tech, and number 20 Auburn. So that concludes the look at the week that was, week 8 of the 1953 college football season as of November 7th. So moving forward, progressing in this recap of the games that were played during the 1953 season. Please subscribe, subscribe, comment, do whatever you can to support this channel and this video. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.